So you want to rent a car in Costa Rica? This is what driving's like.
I am made to be free.
So we just drove through Liberia, really easy, quick turnoff, and we were just noticing how non-busy the roads are, but that's because right now during COVID, there's only certain license plates that are allowed to drive at certain times of the day and certain days of the week, I believe.
Days of the week.
Days of the week. So that will be nice for us being new drivers here, that it's just generally going to be less busy. And it does not apply to tourists, so we can drive whenever we want. So it's about 6 o'clock now, and it's dark. We didn't realize.
We didn't expect this at all.
Yeah, we didn't think it would get so dark so fast. But the roads, again, are pretty quiet, so that's nice. And the roads are very windy, though.
Yeah, right now we are headed to La Fortuna, but you can't even see me. We're headed to La Fortuna, and we are just snaking around Lake Arenal.
Yeah. So it is quite windy, so we can't drive very fast. Oh,
and we're in
and
we're coming up on thunderstorm.
There's some thunder and lightning that we can see, which is pretty cool. But yeah, definitely didn't expect it to be this dark so fast. But no rain, which would have made the visibility even worse. So
yeah, very grateful for that.
Yeah, definitely, especially for our first drive in Costa Rica. But so far, not so bad.
With Stacy now driving, it's good. It gives me the opportunity to just talk about even what it's like coming in at night, kind of, or driving into La Fortuna at night. Driving in this country is, we're so glad that we did it. It's been so nice. Driving in this country is very easy. You have to be like a confident and competent driver, right? Because there is, lots going on. There's people trying to cross and stray dogs and cars in your lane coming at you.
But rarely.
But we're finding right now, maybe it's because of COVID, maybe it's just the way it is, the roads are relatively empty. You know, you just kind of, a lot of roads don't have lanes, right? They don't have like a clear line, right? You just kind of stay on your side as best you can. And they stay on their side as best they can. You go slow. Driving during the day in this country is like, it's an absolute pleasure. It's a piece of cake. Just the drive itself is absolutely gorgeous. During this trip, we have one day that we're driving from Puerto Viejo to Playa Hermosa in Guanacaste, which is essentially the southeast corner of the country to the northwest corner of the country. It's gonna be about 7 hours, and we're gonna try to do it all during the day, of course, but just in the one day.
Here's get going, little guy. Get going. Oh, he's cute.
Driving from the airport that we landed, Liberia, to La Fortuna, at first was very easy, right? The highways are big, they're wide, there's nobody on them. They're separate highways. It was easy as pie. But the second we got off that, and we got onto the road that snakes around Lake Arenal, it became way more of a fun drive. But the second it got dark and started raining, it became way less fun. So when people say, oh, don't drive at night, or try not to drive in bad weather, if you're just driving on a regular road, it's probably still okay. We don't plan on doing any more night driving. But if you're on like a side road, or you're not on like, say, like the main highway, like the Pan American Highway, I would probably avoid it. It was getting a little bit sketch, right? You're making corners at night. You can't see around. You can't even see that are coming up.
Headlights in your eyes.
Headlights in your eyes, man. Some people here have like their low beams are like high beams. It's like, it's crazy. So we rented a 4-wheel drive SUV, and we used, Stacy had travel credit card that did cover some credit cards, cover car insurance, but not in Costa Rica. We had to call Visa, get them to send us like a piece of paper that said, yeah, we'll cover you. And then we had to provide that. So because we did that, we only had to pay like the base minimum insurance that's absolutely required. So to rent our 4-wheel drive Mitsubishi, it's in great condition, air conditioning, it's very comfortable, and it's automatic. We went for automatic because I can drive standard, but Stacy can't drive standard. And I'm so glad we did that.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't even think about that.
I know, hey.
I'm so glad we did because I got injured and she needs to drive. So that's what I'd recommend. If both people don't drive manual, manuals are cheaper. But if you don't drive manuals, you shouldn't rely on just one person being able to drive. The total cost, including the basic insurance and like the required insurance and the cost of the rental for us for 15 days was 650 American dollars. So it's not terrible. It worked out in Canadian to about $30 a day each. So to give ourselves the freedom and the comfort, right? We're not on a public bus. We don't have masks. You know, it's quite opposite of our typical travels, but one, it's our honeymoon, and two, that's the way to do it in Costa Rica. That's so many people rent cars that if it's possible for you, we think it's the best way.
Yeah.
Something to note, and I did see this online when people said, "Oh, manual's good because." Was this thing struggles to get up hills, even like little gentle inclines. You can tell that it's not downshifting, and so it just like struggles. So people say, you know, if you need to go up lots of hills and stuff, manual might be good. Okay, I've swapped to Stacy's camera. Hopefully this is better because she's got the fisheye lens. So this is the inside of a car, the car tour. Yeah, so this is, I mean, it's still like trying to film the inside of a car. But yeah, it's comfortable, it's clean, it's in good condition.
It'd be a good way to do it if you're a family.
It'd be a great way to do it if you're a family. But it makes for a very pleasant getting around the country. And especially because we are moving around so much. God forbid we stay in one place for any amount of time.
No way.
And then it makes it so easy if you want to stop at like little sodas or like little fruit stands or whatever at the side. You just can. It's so easy. Or viewpoints. Yeah, we stopped at one quickly as the sun was going down, just looking out over Arenal, and there were some locals, some ticas, had a little picnic, kind of some snacks set up or whatever, and they were just enjoying.
So we're just grabbing some gas, and I'm pretty sure every gas station in Costa Rica is full service. So there's a gentleman over here filling our gas tank for us. It looks like that regular gas is 714
So not cheap.
colon, so about $1.40 a liter. So not cheap, but what you gonna do? So this is something you need to look out for in Costa Rica, is these bridges.
Like every bridge.
Every single bridge is one lane. This one's actually bigger than some that we've seen. Sometimes they can come up on you pretty fast. So just make sure if you see a sign for a bridge or for narrowing, it might be like right around the corner, and you just have to be careful about other cars.
So we are just pulling in now to return the rental car. I'm really glad that we rented a car.
Me too.
Aside from driving at night and in the rain,
Yeah.
driving in Costa Rica is very easy. If you're a technical driver, you might have a fit. But if you can drive with intuition about what's going on in the car around, or what's going on with other cars around you, and you're okay with the fact that people aren't signaling, people cross on a double yellow, you're going to end up passing on double yellows because you can't wait for this stupid track.
Like, I'm more of a technical driver, and I was still able to drive a bit, though. Like, it's not horrible.
Yeah, like even the place we were staying in, Puerto Viejo, the hotel owner was even saying, like, she's like, I can't drive here. She's like, I'm too technical. And her husband is more just like, yeah, kind of go with the flow.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter that everybody's driving at once at a 4-way stop, right? You just kind of navigate. You kind of know what other people are up to, and so it makes it really not a terrible driving experience. You see a lot of stuff online, and people are like, "Oh, it's terrible to drive here. It's so hard. It's so blah blah blah." We really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's more expensive probably than taking shuttles or rented transportation between each place,
Or buses or whatever.
especially buses. Obviously.
Yeah.
Local transport's gonna be way cheaper. But if you want the flexibility to go back and pick up a lost phone, or if you want to
Or see a sloth.
right? Stop for things, stop buy those delicious fruits. A rental car is highly advised. It's great. It's made for a very easy and pleasant trip to Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Consider it if you are. This isn't a Mitsubishi ad. Consider it if you are coming to Costa Rica.
Definitely.
Just have one last PS. This isn't paid for. It's not a sponsored thing. We rented through Adobe Rental Car, and the experience was easy. It was super easy. They weren't super picky. Like it wasn't. They didn't try to we found a scratch a bug cause. Like that's $1,000. Like it was just like super easy, super quick. The process was pain-free. Our experience was very pleasant. We got a good discount through My Tam Feet, so go check that out. If you're looking for a car in Costa Rica, we would recommend, I think, Adobe.